the lights are on. There's a red, green and blue, all coming on nice and progressively. I've got some sort of heavy tracing paper I'm using as a filter. The other thing about this is hopefully it diffuses the light enough that it'll create a white light, if I get the mix right, that is. So red being the most dominant, really is bright that. And we've got the green, and I suppose most subtle is the blue, but it is there. But if I try to adjust these in a particular manner, you can see I can almost get a nice even, well, trying to get an even white colour, which is not that easy really. There we go, that's not too bad. That filter there is coming through really quite white, which is doing quite well. So I've obviously managed to get it right and be able to adjust these so it's nice and progressive on the change of the hue brightness, I suppose. So the 555s give me a nice even output that's able to change the LED nice and evenly. So I think it's given me some really quite nice lighting. The only thing is though with this is that I'm going to be using this to light up my desk. So do I really want to use red, green and blue, or perhaps I should use white LEDs? Perhaps that would be a nicer look than the red, green, blue, especially as I'm trying to use these lights to light up my work area. At the moment I've still got each LED with its own pot for controlling that brightness. But I suppose because they're all white, perhaps I could get away with one pot. Let's see if I can quickly wire that up. Into that. Is that right? No, it's in the wrong place. And the only trouble with breadboards is they are definitely a bit fiddly. Okay, so I've now got 3 LEDs on with just the one pot controlling. It's a bit of a spike when we get to the top end. Everything seems to be working alright there. Gently turn that down, turn it back up. So there we go. LED lights seem to work just fine. So, come back out. I suppose what I based it on is this diagram, which is basically correct now. Does what it should do. These values were a little bit different, but fairly near. Gives me the current I want. Or I could do like I'm doing now, which is this is showing the 555 circuit as well. Just the 555 going through one resistor into all three. So maybe, well actually it's not, because what I've got is I've still got the individual resistors, but it's one going from there to there and to there, and then through the individual resistors to put the current onto the base. So, but do I need red, green and blue? Well, can I do 3 white? And should I have 1 555 or 3? I suppose it depends on how I'm going to mount this. So I don't know if anybody's got any suggestions, comments about how I could do this. So the other thing I've got to do now is I've also got to work out and find a case or something that I can put all this in, so that I can then mount it up. I've got a shelf over here that I'm going to mount it underneath, hopefully, and then the light will shine down and make the desk a lot brighter. But yeah, how am I going to mount it? That's the question. Should I go for R.G.B? Should I go for white? And if I go for white, I'll use one controller for all three, or as I've done already on this diagram, even if I do use white, an individual pot for each LED. That might work out, I suppose, if I've spaced the LEDs out 1, 2, and there's quite a space between the LEDs, then I can have one side a bit lighter or brighter or darker than somewhere else. I don't know. If anybody's got any suggestions, please put them in the comments. So yeah, LED light project actually works. Considering it's such a simple circuit, I made such a mess of it, I've actually got it to work now. So next one is to put it in a box. See how that goes. So there you go, LED light project. Taken forever, but well, nearly there. So if you like, give us a like, subscribe, and all comments are very welcome. But for me, time for a brew, I think. Catch you next time.